What's up, you guys? Charlie here from MAPerformance, and today is an exciting video for us to make because it's kicking off something really special for me. Now, throughout the entirety of me being involved on our channel, you guys have seen us build cars from the Ultimate Evo 10 to the WRX that you saw us build to even this Type R. You guys have seen the Civic Si, the Supra, the Q60, all these cars, but there's obviously one or two platforms that we make parts for that have been missing. And today we're gonna be kicking it off to prepare for the MAPerformance modified car of the decade that we're gonna be doing up at Brainerd International Raceway. It's gonna be really exciting. We've got a ton of stuff in store, but like I said, the goal is to compare modified cars. And not only just modified cars, cars that are modified to the same pedigree with the same sort of modifications of the same level. And so today we're gonna be going ahead and getting one of those cars up to speed. I couldn't be more excited for you guys to see what we're doing. So today, as you can maybe tell based on the car behind me, we're gonna be taking this 2017 WRX STI from, let's just say, boring to bougie in a day. That's right, we're taking it completely from stock to stage 2 with coilovers, wheels and tires, plus some other goodies, thanks to some sponsors that you guys will see pop up on the screen here, I'm assuming. But want to give a huge shout out to the brands that have helped support us in making this happen. Brands like Kansei wheels, we've gotten help from Fortune Auto, we've gotten help from our friends over at Grimmspeed, we've gotten help from Perrin, we've gotten help from a lot of these companies to bring a lot of these parts to reality, as well as obviously the MAPerformance Stage 2 package, which, as you may or may not know, includes our intake, downpipe, and catback system, as well as the off-the-shelf tunes to go ahead and flash through our Cobb access ports. So today we are already in the process of dismantling things, but as you can tell, a lot of it's already off the car, and now it's time to start putting the fun parts back on. So I figured I'd come in at the fun part. Let's get it on there.
Good peel. So what you really want to make sure is that you take both gaskets off, because there shouldn't be two.
He did. That was baller.
Let me tell you, I got a lot of experience throwing things in the garbage. So what you're going to want to make sure you do is take your O2 sensor out.
Is so hard.
Is that a thing?
Huh? And if you don't have the proper tools, just use your head as a stand that you can use to prop up the exhaust.
I don't know what proper tools I'd be missing.
Tiny approved.
Other than another set of hands.
And if you're a real professional, you just stand on your tiptoes while you install the catback.
Okay, something we really want to drive home to you guys, and something that we're probably going to make a separate video topic on, is putting anti-seize on any V-band or T-bolt clamps that we send you. This will ensure that the clamp will last as long as it possibly can, and it will help you in installing it. So just a little dab of anti-seize on the threads, get her on there. Just a little bit. I kind of goobered her on there because I'm doing it with one hand, but that'll do. I'll wipe off the excess. This just ensures that all the threads stay clean and that the clamp itself doesn't break. Sometimes when you run these in, they'll start to get kind of hot and this metal will gall, or it can break at the T-bolt. So always want to make sure you put a dab of anti-seize on there. Check. What do you want?
When you don't have the part you need, you just call your trusted friends at MAP on their personal cell phones and have them go get it. Would you be able to look where it is and tell me where to pull it from? Because we need it like ASAP. Do you want to come with me to pull a Parla? Would that make good video content? Aisle H. Well, which one is one? Probably all the way down here. Nope. We had to go to aisle I. I15H1. And just like that, you have a product. All right, well, we got the exhaust and the downpipe all installed. So what we're gonna move on to next is obviously in the engine bay. We're gonna put the car back down and we're gonna install the intake, our MAPerformance intake, the Grimmspeed dress-up bay stuff, and the intercooler section that we need to fix with a new Grimmspeed option that we happen to have in stock in the back. So let's bring the car back down.
Now I will be taking the intercooler off the car.
Uninstalled. So, I was talking about this earlier with Charlie. Something that commonly happens with these cars, if you take the intercooler off quite a bit, like we have, this lower intercooler pipe can get really chewed up, especially the factory clamp is a worm drive style, and sometimes they can start to chew up the clamps over time. Not the clamps, sorry, the couplers. So we opted to replace the entire cast Y pipe and silicone coupler with a Grimmspeed kit. It's not really a performance additive at this point. It's kind of like a preventative maintenance dress up sort of deal, but just something that typically kind of goes overlooked because you can't even really see this coupler underneath the intercooler. But obviously I was well aware that this has been going on for some time, so we're gonna get this replaced.
Next, let's go on to the stuff that we got from our friends over at Grimmspeed. As you can tell, we've got the radiator shroud. This thing looks really nice. Obviously, it's red. If you can tell, this will match the intake that we got of ours. We'll show you what that looks like, but both powder coated, the same finish of red. Oh, here we go. Movie magic. Same, but different. So we've also got a ton of stuff from Perrin that was left over from our WRX build. Just a couple extra things that they thankfully sent us, like a license plate relocation kit. We've also got a strut bar brace here as well. And then we've also got these Perrin wing stabilizers, just to give a little bit of a exterior accent to the car as well. Help it look a little bit cooler. So while Tiny's going ahead and working on the rest of the engine bay dress-up stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and get these wing stabilizers on from Perrin. First step, obviously, gotta clean off the car. It is recommended to use some denatured alcohol, but we have this detailer right now. We're gonna start with that and see if we can't find anything else. up, you guys, is going to be the coilovers from Fortunato. It's an incredibly popular option, as you guys probably well know, for the STI platform. If you guys are interested in learning how to install these, we actually did a video on our WRX where we did a little bit more of an in-depth, like, educational install where we showed a bit more in detail as opposed to just us throwing them in the car and that's that. All right, let's get one of these bad Johns out of here. So this is how the Fortunato coilovers come straight out of the box. These are the coilovers we got from Fortunato. They are the Fortunato 500s with their spring rate that they suggest, straight out of the box, exactly what a customer would put on their car. Nothing crazy, no special exceptions made for us. So that was really great. We got some really nice stuff here.
Oh no. Oh, come on.
Okay, so I'd open all these wheels and show you, but look at that, we've already got one out. So these are the Kansei Rokus. They're obviously super lightweight, I'm not that strong. But 18 by 9.5 plus 35. I really like the polished lip on these with the matte finish on the face. Really good looking wheel in my opinion. They look great on this car. I know I'm supposed to say this, but the fun fact is, I actually found a white STI on the Fitment Industries gallery with these exact wheels on it, and it's how I knew I loved it.
Like that finger flappiness? So we're gonna go one step ahead of Charlie because the last time he put coilovers in, he never put these little felt hooks back in.
But we got this front lip from OLM, carbon fiber front lip. Come follow me and I'll show you what it looks like. So it's actually a 3-piece carbon fiber front lip, as you guys can see. Comes with all the hardware from OLM. This should install super easily and it'll actually give that front end just a little bit of that like OEM plus look to it. So this car will have a really nice, slightly modified look from the exterior, but obviously be stage 2 once you pop the hood with some other dress up bits. So again, I think that from a looks perspective, the front lip's gonna add a ton of value to how this thing looks. It really changes it. The new wheels, the lowering of the car with the coilovers should help it stand out quite a bit.
Okay.
There's screws, dog.
Does this look like a screw to you? Mr. Worldwide?
All right, you guys, so I am now in our newly modified STI, and it sounds so much better than it used to now with the aftermarket exhaust and everything like that. So I'm really excited because this car freshly got the alignment. It got all the parts added to it, as you guys saw, and now I finally get to go out and test drive it and compare it to how it felt when I was driving it around stock. So let's get going. It has a much lower, much more aggressive sound to it, which obviously makes the car sound all alive. Ooh. The induction sounds, the exhaust, everything from that side of things feels amazing. It pulls so much harder. Let's get a couple turns in here to feel how this thing handles with the new Fortunato 500 series coilovers. Instantly, again, power right there when you want it. No more rev hang, no weird things like that. Sounds great. So obviously the nice thing about this is that it's just one quick flash and this thing's ready to go. You know, obviously you put the parts on, throw the flash on there from the Cobb access port, and you're ready to rip. No other, like, you know, tuning appointments or anything like that that come into play when you get into that custom tuning side of things. And so over the bumps, it feels great. Sorry. You don't have to worry about any of that sort of stuff. So it's absolutely phenomenal. It feels and sounds great. Again, that's the biggest noticeable difference for me from at least a performance standpoint right out of the gates. I haven't gotten to any twisty turns yet or anything, so I'm hoping that comes soon here. We're turning here onto the S's. We're gonna see how this thing feels around some turns. The downshift feels amazing. Okay, here we go. Gosh, zero body roll. This thing just stays flat through the turns. This is amazing. Obviously we're not pushing it at any crazy high speeds, but you can definitely feel the performance increase over stock when it comes to suspension. We've got the dampening pretty well dialed in. We had Tiny spend a little bit of time with this and get everything adjusted before I got to drive it. So I'm glad that we got the alignment, we got everything done from that perspective. And again, the car feels absolutely phenomenal. One more pull. Oh, we got a little bit of pop in there too, some pops and bangs. Who doesn't love that? Well, hey guys, look, that's gonna wrap it up for the review of this. We've got some really big track day stuff coming. Oh my God, I can't see. We've got some really cool track day stuff coming where we're gonna be comparing this against the WRX, the other shop cars that we have, like the Evo 10, the Q60, the Supra even. So if you guys are interested in checking out that content, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss the upload. We're gonna be uploading it on Black Friday for you guys. It's a big video, big piece of content coming from us, but we're gonna be deciding the best enthusiast vehicle of the last decade, especially when they're all modified and in a similar stage 2 comparison. So with that being said, that's where we're going to end today's video. If you guys like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Like I said, leave us a comment and let us know what you think will be the fastest car up there on the track when it comes to the track day stuff that we have planned. Let us know down below. Until then, we'll see you in the next time. Peace.